All right, GM everyone, happy Friday. Hope you guys are having a great start to your day so far. Let me server mute our DJ. This week is going to be a little bit different. Our resident DJ, TD77, is out for a little sort of post birthday celebration to welcome New Year because, of course, he has a slightly different set of responsibilities after becoming a dad recently. So he's out for one of his rare nights out today on a TGIF. So hope he's having a great time and appreciate everyone for taking the time to join us as usual. This is a great Friday, and for everyone who is here for the very first time, this is our regular Friday town hall where we get together to run through some of the latest updates within the DAO, as well as, most importantly, get to meet our new fellow monkeys. All right, happiest of birthdays indeed. Every Friday is Monkey's birthday, it seems. All right, and you must be seeing a lot of very weird screenshots. I'm going to, front run Cersei on the rest of the alpha that is going to come through. You probably should get yourself set up on the sub registrar of the SNS, the Solana NIM service. Basically, the MonkeDAO.so is now available for you to extend out. And it seems like Anunnaki has been sniping a lot of very fun domains. So Cersei and I have been in a sort of little cozy war room trying to brainstorm on some of the names that we probably should reserve. But eventually we decided to keep some exciting ones for committee members to continue to snipe and just have fun with. And which is why some of you may have been able to snipe some of the very fun names. Just to name a few, smb.monkeydao.so. Now, of course, as we always say, the world is your oyster. There are a million different combinations that could possibly be. And Cersei, thank you. I just see the tag as well. So if you guys have not already, sort of assigned your, if you haven't already get your tag registered, your domain registered, feel free to do so ASAP. All right, Cersei, know that the tag is already completed, and let's see if Celine is good now. Let me see. All right, I think we have her accurately set up right now. All right, so without further delay, we will have a section that helps you understand a little bit of what the entire Solana name service is all about and how you can properly capture them. But without leaking too much, that's all that we're going to leave you with. All right. By the time we get to the section of the Solana name service, it is most likely that your name, like twitchy.monkeydao.so or solus.monkeydao.so, will probably be sniped out. So if you want to, just make sure that Solus is having a hard time, I encourage you to go to the website that we just shared and register the ID solus.monkeydao.sol. All right, with that, let's kickstart our town hall this week. This is who's gonna buy Moon 69.monkeydao.so. All right, so not trying to get distracted, but let's dive right into a Banana Split 154 edition. And this is none other than our fellow monkeys in Taiwan. Now, compared to a couple of months ago, the Monkey Taiwan chapter is continuing to grow, has continued to grow strength to strength. And there is just so many monkeys that we continue to see within the Taiwan chapter. And it's so nice to see fellow monkeys get together. And this was their Chinese New Year or Lunar New Year reunion get together or equivalent. So very nice to see monkeys get together. And if you are hosting an equivalent, which I know we have a couple of events lined up as well, feel free to tag us, let us know. We'd love to have you featured at the front page of our newsletter as well. All right. 恭喜发财 indeed. All right. Seems like Rocky Chung has already went forward and dropped the alpha. We'll have a section to cover that. But MonkeDAO Year of the Snake Dim Sum. Start sneaking your way into the Dim Sum parlor. If you are in town with the Toronto Monkeys, feel free to sign up for it. But Town Hall TLDR. All right, as we mentioned as well, this Town Hall has been a weekly thingy that we've been doing ever since the very beginning of MonkeDAO. This is, I don't know, God knows, it's like 3 years or, going into 4 years now. But every Friday, religiously, 12 p.m. EST, you will see us here. Be it good times or bad times, well, should we even call it bad times? It's just green days or red days, I guess. We will always be here. But of course, if you may not have the time to or ability to join us, live, there is always the option to just join us via either catching up on point form, which you can just come into the Discord, use the command !town hall TLDR. You get everything that you need to know in point form. Another option, of course, is to run through our recording. Every session of MonkeDAO Town Hall is also recorded thanks to our amazing Town Hall team. Shout out to them as well for making it possible. And so let's just register the coc.monkedao.so. This is very, very, very unfortunate. So we need to make sure that Solars do not continue to hold on to that. Well, if you're wondering COC what that means, that just means the code of conduct and not anything weird that you're thinking about. All right, so as we mentioned, there's the option to catch up very quickly through point form. Use the command !town hall TLDR. You get everything that you need to know. All right, so just an update. Governance, this is related to a post that we put out as well yesterday. Take note that the epoch is going to be coming to an end really soon. What this means is that the time for election is going to be here again. This time round is going to be slightly different. Instead of a whole bunch of different roles up for election, it's just going to be 6 instead of 10. All right. Originally, it used to be 10 different roles, and they all, were happening across different time frame and different months, etc. So what we decided to do is to streamline it. And of course, this time round, the key difference is that the 4 executives role are not going to be up for election. They will all be fully appointed, providing some flexibility in terms of timeline. Suppose there are individuals who choose to transition in and out, individuals who may find themselves, having a better fit in certain roles, or, just along the way, deciding to pursue other passion, it makes the process slightly simpler. Now, what exactly are the roles that are up for election this time round? There are going to be a total of 6 different roles, 5 of which are going to be belonging to the board members, and 1 is related to the lead executive role. All right, so there are some key timelines that we have laid out as well. Feel free to go check it out. Commencement of nomination window is happening next Friday. All right, so let's might as well get a KimJong-un.monkedao.so. And if you do get it, please make sure you send it to me after this town hall. All right, just kidding. So just make sure that you guys are aware of the different the different time window if you do want to participate in the election, especially. The nomination is going to be commencing, I think we put it right at a, town hall timing. But there could be some differences in terms of whether if you're in UTC, EST, PST. But I think our goal is to just get it started as close as possible to town hall. So expect the nomination window to start within an hour or so before town hall. All right. So there's a very nice infographic that Cersei put together for you guys to look at. Hopefully this gives you visual creatures a better overview of what to expect. But feel free to let us know if you are curious around what that is about. All right. And so there's also a coverage around Monkey Ventures. I think we have a section that we, sort of aim to talk a little bit about this as well. But it's also the MV 3rd year anniversary. And of course, Monkey RL events. There's a bunch of events happening right now. I know Athens DAO is happening, Istanbul, Solana Developer Bootcamp, Mountain DAO, Solana Apex, NFT Paris, Consensus Hong Kong, SNS Social and Partners, Solana Hong Kong Summit. Wow, there's just a bunch of events happening. I don't think our pages are even enough to fill them all up together. And of course, towards the favorite section part of our newsletter is the monkey content, where we feature anything and everything related to monkeys. And there is also a lot of very interesting new monkey content, new monkey memes. The one by THZZ especially, of President Trump. That is obviously, not a real photo, I guess. It's a very well doctored photo. So kudos to that Photoshop skill or whatever you would call it, or whatever app that you were using to make that happen. All right. TGIF, because Friday equals to MonkeDAO Town Hall Day. Feel free to go check it out. A lot of very, very fun content. And of course, if you are in the Istanbul for the Jupiverse conference, look out for Conan as well with his full body attire of MonkeDAO merch. All right. So hope you guys are excited, like we are. Always, with the newsletter team putting the newsletter together, I think one of the most exciting content section is literally the monkey content, where we get to feature everything and anything that monkeys are posting. And just a shout out as well to the different platforms that are available for our fellow monkeys. What very first one is the Monday Monkey Spotlight. Essentially, this is a platform that's been carved out for fellow monkey builders to go up and share with the wider community on some of the interesting stuff that they are working on. And this week we had RegTech, Project Plutus, we had Launch Cybers as well. So of course, the Build with MonkeDAO program, this is actually a grant program that was put together with the goal to push the ecosystem forward. And this is not exclusive to monkeys. Of course, we always encourage folks to have a monkey. And very soon, with some of the changes that we are working on, and Moonsettler probably will have some alpha on this, we will be changing how these things are run such that, it will allow us to better capture everyone from the get-go. All right, so with this, we have come to the end of the 154th edition of our newsletter. Hope you guys are excited and very happy to run through that. And of course, it seems like everyone is pretty distracted running through the different seats. Wow, the different sort of domains that you guys are sniping. Continue doing so. This is pretty much, just take note, this is pretty much free. There is no fees that are implemented as of right now. So if you do want to sort of play around, feel free to do so. All right. Now, with that, it's now to move on to the next section where we plan to share with you a little bit about the different events happening. Of course, Athens DAO is concluding, or actually has just concluded today, depending on whichever time zone you're in again, or will be concluding today. Alongside that, there is also the Istanbul happening. So just take note, there are fellow monkeys all across two different events. I know Boana and Voshi may have been at Athens DAO. Istanbul, especially, we have Super Simon. We also do have a group. Let me pull it out right now. 1 second. Istanbul, and this is the Telegram group. If you are, for some reason, dialing in from Istanbul and you are not in our monkey group chat yet, this is the Telegram chat that you ought to be in. I just shared it in the Town Hall chat channel as well. So please feel free to make sure you join up and make sure that you have the Metrica linked up for your Telegram account as well. And Super Simon is quite literally right there right now at a dinner or apparently a rave party, and it would not be that conducive for him to dial in from there. So, of course, if you guys are just getting in town, feel free to join up as well. There's going to be a couple of events lined up. And I know Jazz, alongside Super Simon, will be hosting an exclusive monkey get-together for our fellow monkeys who are in town for the Istanbul conference. All right. So feel free to join up and reach out to us if you need any help. All right. So next up is also related to events. Of course, the reason why we push so much of events is that, of course, MonkeDAO, we have always been trying to position ourselves as like the premier Web3 country club. And with that, RL events are always going to be a big part of the value proposition of what MonkeDAO stands for. And of course, needless to say, RL events are a great way for you to really get to meet your fellow monkeys and get to network with folks across the Web3 space as well. And with that, we're excited to share the next slide, which will be hosting some events with our fellow partners in Singapore, specifically with Cuties and Flojo. I think Cersei can probably help us drop the link as well. If you guys are in Singapore and for some reason you may not be in the group chat yet, feel free to ping myself, Cersei, or Omi. We will make sure to help you get set up very quickly and have you included in the Singapore group chat. But in any case, just take note, we are hosting this event called the Jungle Reunion. Oh, okay. It's okay. You know what? We'll just put this here so you guys can get the alpha before everybody else. And this is literally not staged. Cersei literally just said that this is not announced yet. I guess we have went a couple of steps ahead. If you are in Singapore, only if you are in Singapore, then register for this. Together with Cuties and Flojo, we are going to be hosting this event, also alongside Chinese New Year, of course, but a jungle theme one. This is happening on the 5th of February. Of course, Singapore is a big chapter for us at MonkeDAO, especially. This is one of the core chapters, core anchor chapters, with over 132 members today. We hope to be able to bring more fellow monkeys to come together. All right, so if you are in town, remember to just register for this. Wow, entanglement.monkeydao.so. This does bring back a lot of beautiful memories. This does bring back a lot of beautiful memories. All right, so that's it. Just wanted to let you guys know. And of course, what is a Singapore reunion event if we don't also announce other events that are happening alongside Singapore? Also in the spirit of Chinese, or rather, should we call it Lunar New Year? All right, I think Rocky Chung has already went forward to help us share the link again. But in the next slide, which Moon Settler will share with us, you will also see that this is once again a reminder to you that there is a Toronto Lunar New Year party where it is all about the Lunar New Year vibes. And sneaking into the Dim Sum Parlor with our Toronto-based monkeys, of course, Rocky Chung will be there, the real Rocky Chung. And we also have Super Simon, which I believe he should be in town during that period as well. So feel free to go check it out. And just want to share something pretty fun that we were sending out today. I spent a couple of hours stuck in the post office today, in the mail office, mailing these things out. These fancy red packets that we were experimenting. And these red packets, for everyone wondering, this is kind of like a Asian tradition. Every year around Lunar New Year, the Asians tend to come together as a family to reunite and, with their loved ones. It doesn't have to be limited to family, but also friends. And as part of the blessings, they give this thing called a red packet in exchange to, just quite literally bless the other party, your loved ones especially. And more often than not, inside the red packet is your seed phrase. So we are literally giving this out to our members so that they can put their seed phrase inside and mail it to us so that we can take out all their valuable assets from them. All right, just kidding. This is literally just for them to use and share with their loved ones. As you can see as well, there is nothing that screams Web3. There is also nothing that screams crypto. There is nothing that screams MonkeDAO. It's just a nice little brand, a very sort of subtle branding there. Well, not so subtle, but it's a cute little face, a monkey face anyway. And it literally says, Happy Chinese New Year at the very back of the red envelope. And that's all that we basically wanted to share. So it's a lot more applicable when you bring it to the real world, with your loved ones. You don't have to explain, oh, what is crypto? So it brings back the whole conversation again altogether. All right. So this has already been sent out to all our folks who are based in Singapore. Actually, we may be able to try to organize something for folks outside, but if timeline is a constraint, we will try to figure something out. But if you are going to be in the Singapore event, you can definitely expect some of this to be brought there as well. All right, so next up is going to be a little bit around the election reminder. And for everyone that just joined us as well, welcome to the MonkeDAO Town Hall. This is our weekly town hall where we run through some of the latest updates as well as welcome new monkeys. And of course, right now, as we have already went through earlier as well, this is just a note related to... Oh, is the audio bad? Let me see. 1 second. Is this better? Hopefully this is better. Okay, thank you, 7OM. Or should I call you Tom? Okay, so just a reminder, election is going to be happening really, really soon. And these couple of weeks leading up to it, there will basically likely be a brief little transition progress. 7OM, I like it better. It's been 4 years, I guess. Well, election reminder. Okay, sorry, I'm getting a little bit distracted, but over the next 2 weeks or so, you're going to see a lot of content related to that. Just to remind individuals that this is kind of like the yearly governance exercise. And as of right now, the election will involve two different stages. One is going to be the nomination window, and the nomination window will literally commence next Friday. And the nomination window lasts for 7 days long. All right. And with that nomination window, anyone and everyone, who fulfills the criteria, which will put them out as well, which I believe, as of right now, it does require to at least hold a Gen 2 monkey for you to be an eligible candidate. So if you are looking to run, please look out for those requirements that will come up, a couple of days before. But the deed should be coming up, over the next few days, right before the nomination window open. But essentially, the nomination window lasts for 7 days, and 31st to basically 6. And thereafter, on the 7th is where the commencement of the voting window starts. As we highlighted as well with this infographic, there will be a total of 6 different roles. So feel free to look out for that. Of course, specific to the board as well, there are 5 different board positions. If you are interested in running for them, feel free to go check it out. The current board may or may not be running again to sort of retain their sort of involvement with the DAO. So feel free to go check it out and let us know if you do need any information or if you're curious about anything and everything. All right. And of course, I think alongside this, we are also most likely going to amp up around finding different ways for community members to contribute. So in the event that you do want to sort of find ways where you can participate in DAO, sort of contribute in a more active manner as opposed to a passive manner, of course, turning up every day in the Gen 2 chat, in the general chat, in the DJamins is also a way of contributing to the activity. But of course, if you do want to do something else that is a little bit more active, of course, let us know. We may have a way to find different opportunities for you to be able to step up within the DAO itself. All right. So go check it out. Let us know if you need any information around that. All right. So next up is going to be a quick shout out to the Monkey Ventures team. I think right now only JP is in the is on the town hall with us. The other team members from the Monkey Ventures team may be outside with the different events happening right now. But I just wanted to take this opportunity to give a quick shout out to the Monkey Ventures Collective. Of course, shamelessly and accidentally, I happen to be inside and involved myself as well. But the Monkey Ventures Collective has been around for over 3 years now. When we literally came together and started talking about this was maybe close to a year in since the DAO came about. But the whole idea of Monkey Ventures coming together was the whole context of like, hey, there's always a lot of like, close network outside. There are, networks or rather syndicates or social circles that often only consist of high net worth individuals. How do we utilize what we have within MonkeDAO to change that, or basically to do something meaningful to that? All right. So with that, we then started sort of diving down and getting into this very deep rabbit hole of what we now know as Monkey Ventures. So Monkey Ventures is essentially a social syndicate that is very focused on bringing out the value of social capital instead of just bringing out funds and helping teams get access to capital. And to be extremely honest, I think, looking at the past check sizes, etc., and compared to some of the traditional funds, I think Monkey Ventures has not been the largest contributors in most of the rounds that we participate. In fact, the round size or the check size that Monkey Ventures has been able to syndicate is often, on the smaller side of things. Now, despite that, over the last 3 years or so, Monkey Ventures have been able to work with over 30 different teams, I believe. And across these 30 different teams, we have always managed to secure strategic allocation. And this is largely because the value of MonkeDAO comes from the social capital within. And this is extremely interesting because when we first came about, the concept of social capital was not even a thing. And it's very encouraging to see today that, social capital is becoming increasingly more and more valued by, different protocols and founders alike outside. So that is one of the, key value that we've managed to carve out along the way. And of course, this would not have been possible without the entire Monkey Ventures team. Shout out to JP, Bradian, as well as Papi Chulo. There are, of course, past contributors that came about, Vincent, Max's card, as well as Shadow Op that helped across different scenes as well when, Monkey Ventures were coming together. So hope you guys are very excited, especially for folks who have interacted with Monkey Ventures across different opportunities. If you are wondering what exactly Monkey Ventures is about, just use the command ! Monkey Ventures. What we can say is that moving forward in the new epoch, depending on how the election turn out, but as of right now, what we have planned for, we plan to use the bulk of next epoch to tighten up the MonkeDAO ecosystem at large. And I think the MonkeDAO's ecosystem at large would definitely not be anything significant without the Monkey Ventures collective. So you can expect likely Monkey Ventures and MonkeDAO's relationship to be drafted even closer. And that means, sort of tearing out the different accesses and whatnot. And also allowing, existing portfolio companies and whatnot of Monkey Ventures to leverage and work closer with the MonkeDAO collective. All right. So with that, this is the Monkey Ventures. If you haven't already heard, feel free to use the command ! Monkey Ventures. There are different steps for you to be involved. There are different sort of criteria that you may need to fulfill to sort of apply to be part of the collective. All right. So we sort of deliberately do this such that folks would not have the impression that Monkey Ventures is kind of like a degen collective, or it's kind of like an overnight get rich, get access to generational wealth sort of like Ponzi scheme. Is definitely not anywhere near that. I think in this room there are probably a couple of folks who have been involved there. I think some of them can especially speak to you on how they may have waited for 2 years or even 3 years for some of the deal activity to come back alive. All right. So if you are interested and if this actually intrigues you, feel free to go check it out. All right. So enough of Jamie talking. Can't believe I've been blabbering for the last 30 minutes. Somebody rescue me, please. This is now finally the time to bring up Cersei to share with us just a brief snippet about what SNS is about and what the latest announcement is. And we also apparently have a good friend lined up who has actually made time to join us today to talk about this as well. So Cersei, without further delay, I will pass the time to you, and I will also send an invite to our friend Celine.
Hello everyone. I see that everyone is having fun creating your SNS domains. So yes, we have partnered up with SNS to make this Cersei today to make this partnership so all of us could get a domain for free. So some alpha that I mentioned in a minor announcement, if you did not notice, please get it as soon as possible, because first, it might not be free for long, who knows, and second, we might want to qualify ourselves for something, which comes to my second point. Please put your domains in the wallet that holds your monkey. So put them in the same wallet, and yeah, hopefully something will happen soon. But yeah, let's welcome Celine to share a little bit more about this partnership and say some words about SNS.
Hello, everyone. Jamie, Cersei, I think you guys summed it up pretty well, and I can tell you guys are having are we allowed to swear? A heap of fun? A shitload of fun? Okay. A fuckload of fun. As you guys can see, these domains are free thanks to the MonkeDAO team, which is amazing. So they only cost a gas fee to register and to transfer to your address. So definitely do snag yourself one. I was gonna unload some of the alpha, but Cersei did a great job at that as well. So unfortunately, the subdomain registrar only allows gating of a single NFT collection, and obviously you guys have Gen 2 and Gen 3, so we couldn't gate them. But if you do hold that subdomain in the same wallet as your monkey, there might be a little surprise. But stay tuned on that one. We'll give some more info there. If you want to use it on chain, you can use it like any parent domain. So as long as you have in your wallet address, you can now use it to send and receive funds, which is a common use case. Another fun one is go to sns.id and set it as your primary domain. I see some of you guys have some ridiculous domains, and this will actually start showing up on SolScan when you execute transactions and more, so it can be your on-chain identity. And I guess I'll stop there. I don't need to say much more and bore the shit out of you guys. It's Friday evening. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you so much for coming up. We all really enjoyed this partnership. I think monkeys are having a lot of fun. So just a note, this is what the SNS team share with us is that this will appear on many of the like on your soul scan everywhere and stuff like that. And like when we're playing the monkey toy machine, and then you can see the top few with their domain. Now you have the MonkeDAO .soul domain, and that will appear there as well. And I just want to take the time to quickly shout out our alpha hunters who have been doing crazy work this bull market. Hot Sauce, Keith, Nick, and as well as Gapatek. So if you guys don't want to miss out on the opportunities that the alpha hunters have got for us, please remember to opt into your roles. The giveaway roles if you want to be pinged for opportunities channel, the minters role if you want to be pinged for whitelist, and pre-sale if you want to be pinged for pre-sale. Yeah, that's it from me. Thank you so much, Celine, for coming up and spending the hour with us.
All right. Thank you, both Cersei and Celine. Celine, of course, is a good friend of ours. She's easily one of the coolest person you could possibly ever meet in Web3. So if you are ever in a conference and if you ever see her, you will probably understand why. So yeah, once again, appreciate you taking the time to join us, Celine, and feel free to have fun, play around with your domains. And I think if you do forget everything, it sounds like the key takeaway to me was that you probably would want to create a domain that is .monkeydao.so, and then it seems like you should also send it to the wallets, and I may have mispronounced it, the wallet or the wallets with okay, I think I'm going too far with this. I don't really want to get myself in trouble, but you get my point. You probably should send it to somewhere that is secure enough, and that may or may not involve wallets that hold certain digital asset. I think that is the safest way of phrasing things. Hopefully, I don't get myself into trouble. All right. Okay, so let's move on. We do have some new monkeys that are but before that, it's time to talk a little bit about some of the alpha upcoming. Please send all birthday gifts. Oh, I actually like this. This is very interesting. Kev, please let me know what you end up getting. I would be very curious. All right, so let's bring up Stro to chat a little bit about the one of the specific event that we're hosting really soon. And we would love to get your input. I'm going to drop the form, but Stro, please. All right. Is it just me? Stro, can you try your mic? Let me see. All right. It seems like, he decided to sell his mic away to buy a Google. Maybe that's the reason why. Okay, he's gonna try to join us again. I think there is an issue with his mic this week. He's gonna go and come back in again. But very quickly, before Stro comes back, just a note: we are actually hosting an event in NYC, and this is gonna be an event that is more than just us, more than just MonkeDAO. And so what we want to do is we are in the process of trying to brainstorm, and Stro is back. Stro, do you want to try your mic again? Let's see. All right. Stro, unfortunately, it still does not work. Okay, so I'm just going to go and share this on behalf of Stro. Essentially, we're going to be hosting an event. This is apparently a relatively large event that will involve the wider community, possibly communities across different collectives, protocols, etc., and hopefully beyond Solana as well. And what we are trying to sort of crowdsource here is a meme that is suitable for this. Some of the names that has been flagged out involve, continuum, convergence, accelerate, insignia, ignition, things like that. But essentially, we want to gather your inputs around what would be an interesting name. And to do that, we are putting up some bounties, or rather some rewards for folks who successfully share some memes that we could possibly use for this MYC event. All right, this MYC event, once again, is going to be much larger than MonkeDAO alone. It's going to be more than just Solana alone, hopefully, as well. And we would love to get your inputs around, what are some of the possible memes that we could use. The key takeaway here is that it's happening in US, it's happening in New York. We want to bring the wider Web3 community together. Most importantly, we are looking for 1 to 2 words max. Hopefully, that name can also help us convey or host a certain association to things that reflects bold and is catchy, represent elements of like family, community spirit, togetherness, innovation, etc., in any shape or form. All right, and the prizes for this, if we do end up using a name, is Gen 3 Monkey Away. And if you do sort of have a name that we really like, but maybe we may or may not end up using it, we'll give you 100 or 150 USDC, as a thank you prize. All right. So yes, so those are all the seed phrases that we put out. Feel free to go check it out, and we will share this later in the RL channel as well once the town hall concludes. So Stro, if you are ready, can you just get ready to post this up later on as well? So just take note, the form is here shared, but Stro will put it up in the RL announcement channel, which will be right here, and I'll link it here as well. Yes, I actually like that. Solus is already there. Yeah, I was just about to say that, Tom. But in any case, an effort is an effort, all right? So one last point, this is also related to an event, and pretty exciting event that we are very, very much looking forward to. And this is kind of a call out that we want to make on behalf of the entire team at Super Team Tokyo. Super Team Tokyo is hosting a very fun event, which is called the Super Team Tokyo Winter Arc. So this is happening in March, the mid of March, across 2 weeks. It's going to be a good mix of the fun part, where you get to go skiing, etc. and whatnot. And at the same time, there will be also a component in which you will get together with fellow builders, be put in the same room. So the Super Team Tokyo guys is actually looking to rally builders to apply for this program if you are interested. They are also at the same time looking for potential sponsors who could be interested to support them. It is most likely that we will be supporting them, and a big part of our team could possibly be there as well if the timeline allows, for kind of using that time as kind of like a mini offsite. And most importantly, supporting the Super Team Tokyo in this initiative. So if you are going to be in Tokyo, or if you are going to be in the region not too far away in March, and you would love to go check it out, especially if you are a builder in Web3, they would love to have you. Feel free to go check it out. And we will also have the tweet. Let me find the tweet and we'll share it here. 1 second. All right, so this is a Super Team Japan. Feel free to go check it out. All right. So that's it for now. And is essentially the key stuff that we wanted to share with you guys this week. And if that is Stroh's mic is still route, we will now transit to welcoming new monkeys to the family. Right. Of course, yeah, free accommodation only for some, not all. I think Stroll definitely may have sent some, slightly higher expectation up there. But in any case, we're now ready to transit to welcoming new monkeys to the family. If you are new and you just join us over this week or so, we would love to have you come up and say hi. Feel free to share with us your name, how you got involved in Web3, how you got to know of MonkeDAO, and we would love to meet you. Especially if you're doing anything interesting as well, feel free to come up and share with us as well. We'll be more than happy to have you. All right. I know Lena just joined us as well. Lena, I just sent you an invite to come up. If there are new monkeys, just tag myself in the chat and I'll be more than happy to bring you up. All right. Seems like we have Lena up with us today. GM Lena, very excited to have you here.
Hi, GM everyone. Thanks so much for having me, and special thanks to Ricky for teaching me that SMBs get invites to monkey events. I thought it was just literally just Gen 1 that was invited this entire time. But that said, want to give a special shout out to Cersei and Jemmy, as love meeting other women in the space as well. For context, I'm Lena. I'm the founder of Offline. We helped build out Solana's New York City ecosystem over the last year and have thrown 20 plus events across the world, from DevCon to ETH Denver to ECC and so forth. And we are continually trying to, really benefit the Solana ecosystem, expand it to other. Someone just said we don't talk about Gen 1. Sorry about that. Really just trying to expand the ecosystem to new people, new faces, whether it's through IRL events, panels, parties, mixers, and so forth. And we've been in chats about, partnering on an ETH Denver event, which I'm really excited about. And so, that's pretty much me in a nutshell. I was the marketing manager for Creatures, the first NFT project on Solana, and a variety of other projects involved with Cyberfrog. So if you want to ping me or whatever, feel free to.
All right. Once again, a very huge welcome. Thank you so much for taking time to join us, especially sitting through, the big part of MonkeDAO's town hall for the last 48 minutes or so. Very, very excited to have you here. And for context, Lena and us, we've co-hosted different events together across different opportunities. And I'm very excited to be continuing this partnership as well, hopefully in a couple more events this year as well. So yeah, very, very talented. Of course, this is a huge talent for MonkeDAO. Very excited to have you here once again. Do we have any more new monkeys who may want to come up here and say hi? If you do, just tag us and let us know. Let's see. We'll be more than happy to have you. All right, don't worry. I just received a DM. You may not be able to join us at work. That's fine. Hawkstew. Wow, GM. That's a very interesting name, and then even more unique PFP. If you do want to come out and say hi, feel free. I just send you an invite as well. Just join us whenever you feel like. All right. Otherwise, we'll be counting down and sending you the great vibes really soon. Several more children joining today. Yeah, Emerald Boomer quite literally onboarded his child. His children to join us in MonkeDAO. I kind of paused a little bit, Solus, I did, just to make sure that, it was a, accepted word by Discord and I don't get banned immediately. Yeah. All right. Jokes aside, if there are no new monkeys that do want to come up and say hi, we'll get ready to send the great vibes to welcome the weekend for everybody. And with that, I'm gonna try my very, very best to bring up our friend called Cheap to send the great vibes. Once again, thank you so much for taking time to join us. We wish you a very, very great weekend, and remember to touch grass, and a very happy Lunar New Year to all the monkeys who celebrate.
You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up.